Greetings! This is Melinda, and this is Raining in My Dystonia. Greetings from the great white north. Not really, haha. I got my Pam in my hand. Where is that? There it is. I had to Pam my riding horse's front feet. He has shoes on his front feet. So, if you put Pam on them, it helps with the blocks of ice in their feet. If you spray the bottom of their hoof with Pam, it helps make it easier to get it out. I didn't come out over here with a treat, so he still thinks he might get one. Anyway, I wanted to continue a bit more about my busted femur and the dystonia in it. The ambulance, the EMT that rode with me in the back of the ambulance when I was all drugged up, asked me lots of questions about it. So that was really probably the most questions I've ever gotten about it. So it was really cool. Of course, now I think he was asking questions because, of course, he wanted to know. I guess, being an EMT. I think some of it may have been to distract me. I'm going to turn this around because I look cold. There's my old man. Can't see him. Anyway, I think a lot of the asking of the questions was also to distract me, which was good. Of course, I was on really good drugs going to the ER, so really good ones. In fact, I always, throughout my recovery in the beginning in the hospital, in the first few weeks at home, I was like, I want the drugs I had in the ambulance. And when I said that to the nurses at the hospital, they always said, "Oh, those are good drugs. You can't have those." So that wasn't funny. Anyway, when I was at the ER and the drugs started to wear off and the pain was coming, it's my left leg that I have that my toes spasm on. It's my my right foot with the toes, the toe spasm, and it was the right femur that I busted. Anyway, I know it started in the ER, and I think it started pretty quickly after the drugs wore off. That my left leg started to spasm really bad. So I would move and have pain in my right leg, my busted right femur, and then my left leg would spasm, which would then cause more pain in my right femur. So it was like this vicious circle for days. I'm gonna say at least 4 or 5 days that left leg was spasming, which scared the shit out of me because I thought, oh my God, what if this is obviously it was a new thing going on, but what if it stays? I was terrified it would keep spasming, that it was gonna, that's where it moved this time and it would stay there. I was terrified of that. Thankfully though, it did stop doing that. I want to say 4 or 5 days. But while that was going on, the slightest touch would hurt. Because the slightest touch, my leg would spasm, my good leg would spasm, and then my broken leg would hurt. And it was just a vicious circle, on and on and on. And I was terrified. And just the slightest touch would send me off. So any time they had to move me or take a test or do this or do that, whatever it was. Even my husband just going to hold my hand, you know, or give me a comforting touch would make either my broken femur hurt, and then my leg would spasm, and then my broken femur would hurt more, or vice versa. And that went on, like I said, maybe 4 or 5 days. That leg thing, the new spasm thing would go on. It was, I know I've said that already, it was terrifying. So I wanted to say that's where my dystonia kind of was a problem. So throughout my stay, I did lots of educating with lots of healthcare professionals about dystonia, and it was really nice to get the chance, but it sucked for why I was getting the chance. Anyway, my hands are freezing, gotta go. Thank you, everybody. Stay warm, have a good day.